So what inspired you to create it? What, you could have been a contractor, freelancer forever. What's the deeper mission behind the work you do?
Well, look, it started off as I was thrown into a situation where I had to make a decision where on the contract that I had, I ended up getting equity in the business, and then the relationship with the owner of the business and myself fell apart for all
As
sorts of
things happen
reasons,
sometimes. I
as
love
they
that you're
do.
saying, I love that you're mentioning it. Not that we have to delve into this too much, but every successful business owner, I dare to say, it's not a straight line. There
No,
are lots of attempts, there are lots of wanting to work with somebody, but finding the right people you really truly can work with for years, like you and Ben,
yes,
for example, what a
yes,
team. It's
yes,
not,
thank you.
it's not so easily found. It takes a couple
Mm,
of attempts sometimes
mm,
to, yeah, let somebody go so that somebody else can come into your business and you realign, re-energize, and go again.
yes,
Um,
yeah.
Lovely
So,
that you mentioned that.
thank you. Yeah, exactly to that point, you are constantly realigning. I think when you want to keep those relationships and partnerships together, you
Mm,
can't just set and forget. You have to have those difficult conversations.
mm,
You have to be able to come together and be vulnerable. Um,
mm.
and talking about this, the sort of the realignment. I think, if I look back over the years, and just to answer your question very quickly, um, so yeah, my business relationship with the previous agency wasn't just didn't work out, and my hand was forced. I was actually forced out of the business
Mhm.
um,
W-
through
What a lucky coincidence
yeah.
in hindsight, hey?
In
Yeah, didn't
hindsight,
feel so great
absolutely.
in the moment.
And
Ha-
so
Yeah.
we started Sydney. Well, I started Sydney Digital. I had one guy working with me, and it was more. I had to have an income. You
Yeah.
know, that was it wasn't like I woke up one morning and thought, right, I'm going to change the face of Australian marketing or Australian marketing, sorry, marketing for Australian businesses. I had to. And then one of our very first clients was BMW Sydney, and
Amazing.
and along with them came Mini Garage Sydney. And they
Okay.
were a client of ours for 5.5 years, all the way through to COVID, until you
Mm.
couldn't go into car dealerships
Oh,
to test drive
yeah.
cars. But we had a fantastic run with them as our sort of a blue chip client, a marquee
Yeah.
brand. And over the
Nice
years,
German car, by the way.
yeah,
Just
very
saying.
nice. I know, very nice, very nice.
And
There's plenty of
and
nice German cars.
I know, which we both love. So what, you know, when you say, and I love that, and I love the purity about and of this business story. You're saying, look, I didn't come up with a big vision to begin with, and then I planned everything. That was a necessity. So that means you're really an entrepreneur intrinsically. You're just like, well, I have to keep the lights on. I have to have an income. What am I going to do
Mhm.
next? I can trust myself to deliver great work. So I go into entrepreneurship. I mean, back then, nobody called it that, but
Mm.
that's what it literally is or was. So over the years, what you and your team, what did you make your mission? What is the deeper, purpose behind what you do?
Well, now,
Hmm.
for the first 5 years, it was very transactional.
Uh-huh.
It was people needed us to help them grow their business. We would build a campaign. Sometimes it would work, other times not.
Mhm.
The marketing space, the digital space, since 2017, 18, I guess, has become incredibly competitive, very,
Yes.
very busy. And so we took a step back about 3 years ago, and we said, right, for us to be different in a very competitive 800 so-called agencies in Sydney alone, offering very similar services. What can we do to be different? And as you said, our difference is undoubtedly our people.
Yes.
But if you went to the next agency, they would say the same thing. Or any business. What makes you different? Oh, it's our people. Oh, we've been around the longest. We're the most expensive. We're the cheapest. So what is it?
Can I just challenge this a little bit, because I'm also a business coach, if you remember, and I talk to and a career and executive coach. And when I talk to marketing people, it's agency life is tough. It's not, everyone is most of the time saying, "Oh, you guys are too expensive." I can do this much cheaper. But if you think about it, you can't, because you have an entire team looking after your entire digital marketing needs for the price often less than one person, right?
That's right.
But because the money
One good
goes
person.
externally,
Yes.
everyone is a little bit more sensitive about it. I think it's one of the best investments I've ever made. And I'm sure a lot of other businesses out there, they would agree with me, when they have found this one digital marketer they really connect with, and it's like an extended business family,
100%.
like I feel about my digital marketing team. So I think it is a great investment, but it is hard to see sometimes for people, right?
Yeah. And I was thinking about this over the weekend. You're completely naked the whole time. There's no hiding behind the numbers are the numbers. Somebody says, I gave you $50,000 this month to spend with Google, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, X, da 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 da. And you promised me that you were going to get me a 3 times return on my investment. I gave you 50, I got 100. So you only doubled it. Or worse, I gave you 50 and you gave me 40. So we're whilst we talk about being transformational for businesses now, and we're not transactional, it does come down to, we're very much on display here that we can't hide behind anything. We have our numbers. You paid us, you spent your money, and this is how much you got back. So digital marketing, or marketing full stop these days, because let's face it, it's all online. Everybody's promoting their business or selling something online. And so as a marketer, you're always held accountable. You can't hide behind. It's not like an advertising agency where you say, oh, we spent $2 million shooting that ad and we put it out on channel 7, 9, and 10. Did you see it? Did you like? Oh, it was amazing. I see it ad all the time. But it's not as quantifiable as hits and clicks and conversions.
Yeah, that's true. Sorry to interrupt you, but I just want to share one more thing, which when I get approached so often to work with people, right? But I also think what I've learned about your business is, most of the time the salespeople are the A game, the A team. And then when they have your signature, it's often that you get handed to the C team. But I feel, when when in your case you will be handed over to the operations team, which Ben leads, it's another A team. It is 100%. It is not that you get handed over to virtual assistants somewhere overseas who haven't read your brief, or you need to start to explain everything again, and so on. So it's really being handed over from one A team to the other, to the next A team, and you're really in good hands. I think that's also a differentiating X factor, which I really have appreciated, to be honest.
Thank you.
But sorry, I'm interrupting you all the time. Tell me about the mission you came up 3 years ago.
And so what we decided was, right, for us to really make a difference for our clients and to our business, we needed to really bring it back to basics. At the end of the day, yes, it's digital marketing, but you're still talking about creating an emotional reaction from somebody when they see your digital presence, whatever that is, your website, your email that's landed into their inbox, anything, all of the touch points. So we needed to take it back and say to the business owners, right, before we spend 1 cent of your marketing dollars, let's understand who's your audience, what makes your business unique, what really makes your business unique, not just your people or your pricing, and what are the competition doing? And we call it the ABC: A for audience, B for business, C for competition.
I love that, ABC.
Yeah. And that's worked really well for us because we can easily explain that, as I've just done, in less than 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Without having to complicate it. And the importance of knowing your audience then enables us to craft your messaging. And this is not my saying, this is Dan Kennedy, who's a very well-respected old school marketer from the US.
Nice.
But he calls it the message to market match. And I love that.
Yeah.
Because it's literally taking a message and matching it to your market. Very memorable. And again, anybody can look at their messaging and go, right, does this messaging talk to our ideal customer? 8-9 years ago, I remember HubSpot was talking about personas. Okay, the first thing you have to do before you set up HubSpot is create a persona. And we're like, what difference does that make? It's businesses, people, it's business people. That's our persona. Well, fast forward to today, and the most successful campaigns that we have run have been for businesses that either came to us knowing their ideal client, or they came to us and we created them. We created those personas with them in a sort of 3-4 hour workshop or something. That's been one of the signature points of difference now for our team, to really, like a catapult, like a slingshot, you pull back to fly forward.
Nice. Wonderful.
So, the big thing from our point of view is trust. As you said, there's a lot of people out there that are talking a good game. And over the years, we've realized that trust and transparency, trust absolutely is so important for every business to be trusted. And for our team to be transparent, and for everybody to be accountable, and know that they've got senior leadership that has their back as well. If ever there's an issue, we're all prepared to jump in and back our team if they have those tricky conversations that they might not just have the life experience, say, to handle.
Yeah, lovely.
Thanks for listening to the Conscious Leadership Journey podcast, a space for real stories, conscious growth, and authentic leadership. Stay tuned for more.